Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs select Nick Robertson with the 53rd overall pick, a hockey odyssey that began in California, moved to Michigan, and eventually to Toronto, and then Peterborough. Talk about your roots, your father, the impact he's had, and of course the importance of your mother in getting you to this point in time.
My mom's to the Philippines, and she moved to California. My dad's from Michigan. He eventually moved to California for his law firm, and he had law school there. So my family started in California, and they're hockey fans. The LA Kings season tickets, San Jose Sharks, Anaheim, Mighty Ducks at the time, and they just got into hockey there. My brothers followed along, and hockey at California was very tough for my family. Traveling almost, week after week for the other kid to go to the same tournament, just a year younger, and the traveling and the traffic to go to the arenas is very hectic for my family, and so I made the decision to go to Michigan, and it's just easier. The rink's closer, it's not as congested as LA, and you kind of relax there. And we played for Little Caesars up there, and and then we made our way to Toronto. My brother played the year before for Don Mills Fires in the GTHL, specifically to go to the OHL, and then I did that for my Bantam major year and minor major year playing for Toronto Red Wings, and I think that made big steps going to Toronto, because Toronto's by far the best place to develop, to go to any junior league, anything in the world. It's the best spot for hockey in the OHL, minor hockey, and the NHL. I'm just happy to be a part of it. So.
5'9", 168 pounds. You're known for your intensity. Is that intensity the product of maybe being described as undersized, and obviously undersized isn't a factor in the game anymore?
Yeah, I don't think it's a factor at all. Trevor Moore, he's a guy from California. He's not the biggest guy, and you see how effective he was in playoffs, and he's a skilled player, and I think the tenacity makes up for my size as well as my skill. I think I'm a very skilled player who's like the puck on a stick, makes moves very deceptive, and that's what the Leafs are all about. So I'm just happy to be a part of that, and once I get bigger and stronger, I think hopefully one day I'll put the Leafs jersey on for real in a regular season game. So.
How have you made strides in your skating over the years, and where do you see your game progressing in that regard?
Yeah, my skating, I'm very quick, and but as a smaller guy, I got to strengthen my strides out a little more, get stronger in the legs and more powerful. But again, that comes with time and age. And I'm working with skating coach Paul Martini out in Toronto, former Canadian Olympian, and from California to Michigan, it's been okay, and I think I made big strides when I went to Paul Martini there, and I like to give a shout out to my skills guys in California as well, helping me with all my skills. I wouldn't be here without them. With Mike Lynn and Alex Kim up there, I couldn't have done it without them. I think California kind of started my game, because they're very humble and passionate, and they're not guys from California, they're guys from Russia and all over, and Sweden and Korea, and they're very skilled and put that game into me. So
back-to-back drafts, another Pete and Semyon Arguntsev, a teammate of yours. Obviously, it's going to be an interesting conversation now with him. He's an effervescent guy. Tell us about him, and obviously the impact of getting to play alongside him as well.
Yeah, I know he played in Peterborough obviously this year with me, and we had a lot of chemistry on and off the ice. I would drive him every morning. We go to dinners everywhere, whether the Keg or Steakhouse, with my teammates Kirk and Cermak as well. And he's a great guy, and off the ice, but on the ice he's very skilled. I think you can see he's just not a big guy like myself. He's very shifty, and to have a guy like him alongside me and playing together, and he's a great guy, and he's very skilled. I think he's top end skill, and I know I'll call him after this, and he'll be very excited. And I know my friends out in Windsor as well. Shout out to Noah DeSantis, Luciani, and Liberty. They wanted me to go to Leafs, so it's definitely exciting for that. So.
Well, welcome to the organization, and congratulations.
Appreciate it.